YouTube, what is going on? It's your boy Peter back with another video. Thank you so much for tuning in. I really do appreciate it. I hope you guys are staying safe. I hope you guys are staying healthy. If you're new to my channel, please hit the like and subscribe. It would mean a lot to me. It would mean a lot for the channel as well. Today, I finally had the time to do this. It's been on my priority list, but I've just been extremely busy. And today is the day where I am going to answer all you guys' questions regarding these two consoles. I've had them both since launch. I've had them for a little over a week now. They both are great. They both offer different experiences. One feels more of a true next-gen experience as of right now. That does not mean the other one is not a truly next-gen console. It is. Games look and feel, they run great on both machines. And yeah, let's go and get started with this deep dive and my first impressions of the PS5 and the Xbox Series X. I hope you guys enjoy. So let's go ahead and get started with this deep dive. Alright guys, so I'm going to start off with the PS5 in this video. So in case you guys don't know, this is how the screen looks the first time you turn it on when you're ready to sign on to your PS5. Got mine right there. And let's go ahead and log in. So I'm going to go ahead and press X. And this is how you get logged in. So this is the UI, and this is the PlayStation Store and how it looks. Welcome to the next generation. It's pretty cool. I'll go ahead and click on that. You got all your PS5 games ready to buy and download, and some PS4 enhancement games. First impressions, the UI is definitely fast. It's super fast. I can't complain at all. I have nothing but great things to say. As you can see, here's the icons. So I do got a couple of games downloaded right now. I want to go ahead and just say that it's snappy fast. So for example, let's go to Miles Morales. I have that loaded in the PS5, the disc itself. So if I go over to the tab, so that starts off like a little music right there. It's pretty cool. So I do have The Last of Us Part 2 downloaded as well. There hasn't been any enhancements for it yet, but I do believe that it's coming. I think that the word is they're making a remastered version, so it's coming. And let's go ahead. You guys want to see the load times, how crazy fast they are? Let me show you. So we're gonna boot up Miles Morales. Check this out, guys. This is crazy fast. Oh yeah, you got that PlayStation Studio starting. The soundtrack to this game is fire, man. Heck of a great soundtrack. It's got beats, got some bangers left and right. So this is your home screen. So we're gonna go ahead and press X. So we'll go ahead and press X. We'll just pick up where we left off from. Check this out. So continue and watch this. Boom. Just like that, I am in the game world. That's insane. Look how crazy fast that is, man. I've said this before in my previous unboxing video, the DualSense, should I say. The controller, playing the games like Miles Morales, 2K21, and Godfall, these haptic triggers are just insane, man. They definitely are a game changer when you're playing these types of games. You get the tension and the haptics, like the feet, like the triggers. They just feel immersive and they take you to the next level. I know it's not the adaptive triggers are not for everybody, but it definitely has been a game changer so far, and I have nothing but great things to say about this controller. I spoke highly of it before, and I'll continue to speak highly of it. It's definitely Sony's best PlayStation controller ever made. And it's great. It's great. The battery life was one of my main concerns. And so far, I've gone 4 straight days playing it without a single charge. So that's a great sign. And I hope that it stays that way, because the DualShock 4's battery sucked. But this battery right here for this controller, it's been nothing but great so far. I also did want to mention that if you're a PS Plus member, you do have access to the PS5's the PlayStation Plus collection. You get a catalog of all PS4 games that are compatible with the PS5. And they got some good couple games that I haven't had a chance to check out. So I'll have to check out Batman, and I'll have to check out the other game, which is the Last Guardian, which I haven't had a chance to play any of these two. But these are just some of the games I wanted to share with you guys in the PS Plus collection. Backwards compatible wise, I've heard that God of War looks insane and runs insane. And then the other one was Days Gone. I heard this got a 60 frames per second boost, and it plays and feels like a totally new game. So let me know what you guys think about these PlayStation Plus collection games. And yeah, this is just definitely a great subscription. It's not probably near as better as Game Pass or on par with Game Pass. I believe Sony has hinted that they're working on some type of service in the near future at some point down the road. But right now, this PS Plus collection is what they have right now to offer their Plus members. I also do want to show you guys a pretty cool feature, which I thought was a definitely helpful feature to use. And if I press the PlayStation button on the controller, just barely tap it, and these are like the cards. So basically, in a part where I was stuck in Miles Morales, I couldn't figure out a part, and I was stuck in Miles Morales, and I just referred to one of these cards, and it's like they provided me with like a tutorial or a walkthrough on how to get past that part, which I found it very helpful and very useful, because that part was I was really confused in that part in the game of Miles Morales, and these cards definitely helped me. So I'm gonna go ahead, and if I press down, you got your home, and you got your switcher, your notifications, your game base. This is basically where you can find your all your friends that are on PS online. So we got a couple that are online right now. If I go over to music, you got your music there. Download and uploads, it'll tell you what's downloading and what's uploading if you're sharing some stuff on the network. And then you got the sound, mic, your battery life will tell you the controller right there. That's your battery life. And then that's my profile. And if I click on power, I thought this was pretty cool. So we'll go ahead and we'll turn off the PS5. Check this out. So it tells you right there, it shows you on the screen that it's preparing to shut down your PS5. It gives you an image, which is pretty freaking cool. All right, so we got the Xbox Series X booted up, and I got it on right there, my mini fridge. And I like the animations, like a lot similar to the Xbox One X layout and background, but it does look nice and snappier, a lot faster too. No lag whatsoever. And then you got the animations in the background. As right now, I got it set to green just because the Xbox color, but you can also have the customization to change that to whatever color you want it to have. And I really have nothing but good things to say. Not a whole anything bad in regards to the Series X. The only thing I really wish they could have just done is a completely whole new layout. But I totally understand, like they want to have, it's like an ecosystem they have, and they want to make it the same for every device that you're on. So if you're on the Xbox One, or if you're on the Xbox Series X right now, you do have the same layout, and you do have some animations that are only on the Series X running in the background. So it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. So one of the cool features about the Series X is that it has a quick resume feature, which is pretty freaking cool. I do want to mention that some of the games don't utilize this feature right now, but some do. And let me demonstrate and show you guys what this quick resume feature and how and what this is all about. So right now we have Halo Master Chief Collection booted up right now. So if I click on my home button on the controller, if I go down to Star Wars Jedi, and check this out. So as you guys can see, it says quick resume. Look how fast that is, guys. So it picks up exactly where I left off from. That is freaking pretty cool. And I think this feature has potential to be a great feature as more games get compatible with this. But right now, selective titles have this feature. And see how fast and quick that was? That was pretty freaking cool. I do want to mention the Xbox Series X controller does feel a lot smaller in the hand. I prefer to play with the Elite controller. The Elite controller version 2 is the one I've been using for the last year. to play on my Xbox One X. And the cool thing about it is it's forward compatible with the Series X and S. So you're not being left behind if you make that big investment on the Elite version 2 controller. But I will say this feels, it's a nice controller. It's got the textured grips right there. And this one right here, it's got the white on the back, blue, and black. So which stood out to me. It looks pretty cool. I will say the D-pad is awesome. And one of the cool things about it is that we finally got a share button on the controller. So those intense matchups in Call of Duty, if I want to share some videos, if I want to share some pictures and of the beautiful world in Assassin's Creed Valhalla, I have that share button right there. And this lights up blue, which is, I thought was pretty freaking cool. So this controller, it's nice, it's smaller. You can notice the difference comparing it to an Xbox One controller or even an Xbox Elite controller. But I have no complaints. It is definitely a nice controller. And they didn't really have to innovate as much compared to Sony because this controller was already great as it was on the Xbox One. But I have noticed that this controller actually, it's perfect. I mean, it fits in the hands, but I will mention that it looks like it is shrink down in size as well. So a great job done by Microsoft. All right, guys, just to wrap it up, I do want to make this clear. Both consoles are going to be offering great games, great experiences, but based on my first term impressions of the console that I've had them for the time that I've had them, I will say that the PlayStation 5 has left a new next-gen experience more than the Series X. That does not mean the Series X is a bad console. Let me make that clear. The PS5's UI, the insane super fast load times with that super fast SSD, it's in the adaptive triggers and the haptic feedbacks of the DualSense controller. It's a game changer, man. It really is a game changer. It feels new. Whereas the Series X's UI, it's nice, it's fast, it's snappy, but it's the same as the Xbox One. And it's got cool animations running in the background, as you guys saw. But I really wish Microsoft could have went with the newer UI and layout and design because it's a new console. But I understand it's their ecosystem. They want multiple devices with a similar UI, and I totally understand. That's nothing wrong with that. But in terms of like a next-gen console, I really wish they could have gone with a newer look. But I'm sure they'll update it. As time goes on, I'm sure they'll update it. Microsoft is a software company. They'll update the Xbox Series X's UI as time goes on. We've seen it with the Xbox 360. We've seen it with the Xbox One. So I think don't be surprised if they'll innovate. They'll continue to upgrade with the Series X and the Series S. In terms of controllers, the DualSense controller does feel bigger in my hands comparing it to the Series X controller. Not a bad thing. Just kind of in terms of my first impressions, I did notice that the DualSense controller does feel a lot bigger than the Series X controller. But as far as games goes, they both look great and run great on both consoles. You can't complain there. Even though the Series X has a little bit more power under the hood, I think as time goes on, I think they're rolling out their development kits to developers. As time goes on, you'll see the Series X power being utilized and being to the fully optimized for the Series X. And I'm sure as time goes on, Sony will optimize. They'll do they'll get their tools upgraded and updated to their developers, and you'll see games look insane running on the PS5. That's going to do it for me in today's video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for taking the time to tune in to my videos. I really do appreciate it. I know I've just been getting a lot of questions and messages about which console is better or how do both of them stack up. It's really all comes down to preference, guys. If you have an Xbox One, most likely you're going to get an Xbox Series X. If you have a PS4, most likely you're going to get a PS5. And go with what your friends have. You know, there's people out there that might be switching from an Xbox to a PlayStation or vice versa. But in my first impressions and my first hands-on time with that I had with both consoles, I will say that in terms of a next-gen experience and a next-gen feel, the PS5 has left that impression for me so far. But that does not mean the Xbox Series X is a bad console. The Xbox Series X is a great console. Games look amazing on it. But in terms of a new next-gen experience, the PS5 has definitely left me with that impression with its new UI, its crazy spaceship router-looking design of the console. By the way, it's pretty big. It's a big console. So I wanted to put it up standing up vertical. It just couldn't fit in my TV stand. So I had it, put it on the stand, and I had to put it on in horizontal. So, and the controller is a game changer. Sony, I have nothing but great things to say about the controller. Thank you for innovating that, because the DualShock 4 sucked. Just how I feel, guys. So I will catch you guys in my next video. Thank you so much for tuning in again. You guys have a great rest of your weekend, and I will catch you guys in my next video. All right, guys, take care. God bless, and keep pushing forward. Peace.